Welcome to this edition of CSEC History Preparation. My name is Travis Patrick. I'm just going to run through some simple must-knows, just simple things I believe you just have to know before you enter that examination room. When is it? Tuesday? Or whenever it is to sit your CSEC history examinations. So the first thing I believe you must be prepared to do. So yeah, you must know. You have to know how to write an essay or how to structure an essay. You understand? These are very simple things that you must know how to do. For example, if a question is posed, or an essay question rather is posed, you have to have an introduction. That's the paragraph that you use to, well, introduce, or to bring the essay, to bring to the reader's attention what the essay is about. You understand? Then you have the body paragraphs, could be 3, could be 4, could be 5, as long as these body paragraphs are what you will be using to expound on your part, the points that you would have already had. So in the introduction, we start there. It includes your points. It gives a little background information about the overall topic that you're speaking about. And then, the thesis, the thesis, your main points. What is it that this essay is going to be about? I understand? Obviously, your main points. Then you're going to the body. These body, whatever your points are, for each point you have a body. Sometimes I understand that the points may be intertwined, so I use them in use 2 points in a body or whatever you feel comfortable doing. However, you must have a body that expresses each point. Now, to finish your essay, you must have a conclusion. I understand, very short, not long, a short paragraph, just summarizing what is it that you would have just spoken about through your essay. And yeah, just summarize. What is it you just wrote about? Bam. What's the conclusion? So that's how you structure your essay. Then our next must know are the main themes that will be asked throughout your examinations. The main themes you're supposed to be paying attention to. You should be running over these themes as much as possible. First one, the indigenous peoples and the Europeans. So that have to do with the Tainos, the Kalinagos, the Mayans, etc. And how the interaction was with these people, with the Europeans, the arrival of Columbus, understand, probably even the arrival of the British, and so on and so forth. So, what was the Taino place, what are the intricate details that the history syllabus goes into about the indigenous people? Our next theme is the Caribbean economy and slavery. Very straightforward topic as well, very common topic as well. Every year this asks Caribbean economy and slavery. Then you have resistance and revolt, movements towards emancipation, adjustments to emancipation, Caribbean economy, from 1875 to 1985, USA and the Caribbean from 1776 to 1985, Caribbean political development up to 1985, and Caribbean society from 1900 to 1985. These are just the common theme where we go ask right through the entirety of the exam. You understand? So as much as possible, cover as much as you can from these themes. All right, finally, the final must know, in my opinion, is the understanding of terms. And here I put examine, analyze, discuss, state. What do I mean by this? You're going to be asked a question like, examine the consequence of the arrival of the Spaniards. You see me? Examine the consequences. Probably the question could say, examine the consequence as it relates to social life of the Tainos or whatever, as it relates to the arrival of the Spanish, whatever. But the question says, examine it or analyze it or discuss it. Do not just write a 1-2 sentence, especially also given the amount of marks. So it says examine and you see like 12 marks there. Don't just give 1, 2, 3 sentences and say, oh yeah, I've just done the biggest job ever. No. Sit, actually examine, write out your heart for the 12 marks or the 9 marks. But look at the amount of marks and match it. If there are 12 marks, if you can get 12 marks from it, that means write at least 3 paragraphs for the 12 marks. 9 marks, similar. 6 marks, write a proper paragraph. You understand? So look, if it just says state, then state. Probably if they say state, it's probably about 3 marks. You understand? But if them ask if it examine, analyze, or to discuss, please write, give backing information, speak as much as you can on these. Yeah, Mark. Yeah, write for your points. I understand that you're writing for your marks. So I think, in my opinion, these are the main must-knows. You just have to know these things before going into the examination. I guess coming up, we're going to be doing probably a few CSEC questions. If time spares, yes, we'll be doing that. We'll run through some few questions, especially the questions that so many people are afraid of answering. You understand? Going to break some of them down for you. So yeah, blessings and look out for your next video.